27 a cube b cube minus 18 a square b cube plus 75 a cube b square. Okay, how will you factorize this? Now remember, while grouping, as I told you last year also, that mostly you will be required to group two terms together. Mostly, most of the problems will get solved if you group two terms together. Okay, very few problems are there in which you will have to group three terms together. So here I have only three terms, and I cannot group two terms because if I group two terms together, one term will be left, right? So I cannot get any common factor. Therefore, here I will group all the three terms together. How will I group? First, I'll take out the HCF of this 27, 18, and 75. The HCF of these three numbers is 3, right? Next, I'll see the variable a here. I have a cube here, I have a square here, I have a cube here. The lowest power is a square, so I'll take out a square. Next, I have b cube here, I have b cube here, I have b square here. The lowest power here is of b is 2, so I'll take out the lowest power. And after taking out, what am I left with? 27 divided by 3 is 9, right? And I have taken out a square, but I have an a cube here. So that means a is left. I have a b cube here. I've taken out a b square. That means b is left. Minus 18 divided by 3 is 6. And now I have a square here. I've taken out a square and I have a square here. So nothing is, uh, I can only have a 1 here. So which I don't write. And I have taken out a b square here, but I have a b cube here. So I'll write a b. Okay. And here I give a plus sign. 75 divided by 3 is 25. I have taken out a square here. I have a cube here. So I'll write an a. And here I have b square. I have taken out b square. So nothing, I'll simply write a 1. That's it. So these are the factors. So what are the factors? Factors of, you don't have to write this. I'm just writing this for your knowledge. Factors of the expression are 3 is a factor, a square is a factor. See the product, 3 into a square into b square into this expression, right? The factors of the expression are 3, a square, b square, and this one, 9ab minus 6b plus 25a. These
So,
are the factors. Yes.
so what did you do?
I could not understand. What are you saying?
So, what did you did in this step?
Which step? This one.
So the last one. Yes, sir.
I just said factors of the expression. This expression here, the factors of this expression are 3, a square, b square, and all this. Right? Because it's all multiplication, right? 3 into a square into b square into 9ab minus 6b plus 25a, isn't it? So therefore, what are the factors? This is one factor, another factor, third factor, and finally the fourth factor. Clear? We move on to the next one. Number 3. Given expression here is 14 a minus 3b whole cube minus 21 p a minus 3b. Okay, now from these two, there are only two terms. So I group them together. The question is, what is the HCF that I should take out? See here, I have a 14, I have a 21. So I can take out HCF of 14 and 21 is 7. So I can take out 7.
7.
Okay, and any other? Yes, I also have this as my repeated factor. See, a minus 3b, what power is this? 3. And what power is this? 1. So a minus 3b is also common, isn't it? So I can take out a minus 3b also. So a minus 3b, if I take out a minus 3b to the power of 1, this is the lower power, right? So I'm taking out the lower power out. So once I have taken the lower power out, right? So what am I left with here? 14 divided by 7 is 2. And a minus 3b to the power of 1 I have taken out. So what is the power here? 3. So what should be the next power? To the power of 3 minus 1, isn't it? Which is 2. Minus 21 divided by 7 is 3. I have a p here, so I can write p here as it is. And since I have taken out a minus 3b, there is nothing left here. Is that clear? So your answer is 3p. Okay. Now you can expand this by a minus b whole square formula as I have done here. Okay. And this is the answer that you're going to get. I'm not expanding. Okay. But even if you leave your answer here, you'll get full marks. But the point is that you will not get such easy sums. Let us do the next one. The next sum here is x square plus y square minus z square minus y minus x square minus y square plus z square minus z x square plus y square minus z square. Now there's something that is very interesting in this problem. What is interesting? See, I have x square plus y square minus z square to the power of 1 here. I also have x square plus y square minus z square to the power of 1 here. Okay, so these two are same, but this is not the same, right? This is not the same. This is different because I have a minus x square here, but I have a plus x square here. I have a minus y square here, and I have a plus y square here. And I have a plus z square here, and I have a minus z square. But what is interesting here is that, see, whatever signs that you have in here and whatever signs that you have here, they are just opposite. Like you have a plus here, you have a minus here. You have a plus here, you have a minus here. You have a minus here, and you have a plus here, right? So they are just the opposite. So what you can do is, if this is the case, then you write the first one as it is. That is x into x square plus y square plus z square. Okay. Next one, what you do here is you give a minus sign and write a y. Now, if this minus sign, if I take out and introduce a bracket, what happens? I get a plus sign here. I get a plus y square. And from this minus sign, this changes to a plus sign. And this plus sign changes to a minus sign. Okay. So now you see, now this and this are the same, isn't it? Minus z times x square plus y square minus z square. So just by introducing brackets here, see this curly bracket I have introduced. Okay, and this bracket I have introduced. Just by introducing brackets, I have made the expressions same. So now what happens? I write this as x into x square plus y square plus z square. These two minus signs combine with each other to give you a plus sign. Y x square plus y square minus z square minus z x square plus y square minus z square. Yes.
So in the first part, it will be minus z square. In the first one, you have wrote plus z square.
Yes,
Where?
sir.
In the
Sir,
first expression, plus z
X,
square.
X. Yes, sir.
Which one? This one you're talking about?
Sir, x square plus y square and plus z square you have wrote. It will be x square plus y square minus z square in the first one.
Yeah, that's what I have. Okay, okay. So the question is okay, this one. Okay, so now these are same. So now I can take out this factor, this and this I can take out. So x square plus y square minus z square to the power of 1 I take out. And if I take out this, what am I left with? From this entire expression, I'm taking out this. So I'm only left with x. Again, from this entire expression, I'm taking out this. X square plus y square minus z square. So I'm left with only y plus y. And again, from this entire expression, I'm taking out this. So I'm left with only a minus z. That's it. So I get x square plus y square minus z square into x plus y plus z. And that is your answer. Okay. X plus y minus z, not plus z. So minus sign here with z. Okay. Moving on to the next one. This is from the next exercise. Part 2. See, you have to factorize x cube minus 3x square plus x minus 3. Okay, how to factorize this? Again, by grouping of terms, we'll factorize this expression. But what terms to group? As I told you, always try and group two terms together. So which term? Try out the first and the second term grouping and try out these two terms grouping. So from the first two terms, what is the HCF of the first two terms? I have power 3 here, I have power 2 here. So I can take the lower power out as the HCF. I can take x square common. And if I take x cube out of x square, what am I left with? X to the power of 3 minus 1, which is simply 1. Minus, and if I take x square out of 3x square, I'm left with a 3.
3.
Plus, now here HCF of x and 3 is simply 1. So I get x minus 3. So now you see I'm getting this as my common factor, x minus 3. So I take this out, x minus 3. So from this entire expression, if I'm taking out x minus 3, I'm only left with x square here, only left with this. And again, from this entire one, if I'm taking out x minus 3, I'm left with only a plus 1. That's it. So these two are the factors, x minus 3 and x square plus 1. Okay. Next question. Given expression here is a minus 2b minus c plus 2bc. Okay. So now here I see that I have a product here. So what I do is I first multiply everything with a. So I get a square minus 2ab minus ac plus 2bc. So see, now I'm getting 4 terms here. Okay, so that means I group 2 at a time. So which one should I group? First and second. Is there anything common between first and second? Yes, a is common between first and second. I can take the HCF out. A I take out. So what am I left with? I'm left with a minus 2b. And from here, from these two, what is common between them? C is common. So I give a minus sign. I take out a C. What am I left with? A, because I have already taken out the C. I'm only left with A. And because I have a minus sign here outside a bracket, this plus sign will change to a minus sign because I have this minus sign. Okay. So if I'm taking out a C, this will be 2b. So now a minus 2b, these are the common factors. I can take this out. So from the first one, from this entire thing, if I'm taking out this, what am I left with? I'm left with only a. And again, from this entire thing, if I'm taking out a minus 2b, what am I left with? Minus c. So these two are the factors. Okay. Be very careful with the signs, especially this part. When you're taking a minus sign outside a bracket, you need to change this sign from a plus to a minus, or if it is a minus sign, you have to change it from minus to a plus. Okay. Next one is, okay, so this is the next one. I think let me just check. The question is not visible here. Yes, this is the next question. Give an expression. This was all there in your class 8 textbook. All these problems. AB x square plus y square minus xy a square plus b square. So here, if you see, this expression consists of two terms, this term and this term. And these two terms have nothing in common. Okay, so what I do here is I multiply everything first and then try to regroup. Okay. So I have abx square plus aby square minus xy a square. And when I'm opening the brackets, this minus sign will combine with this plus sign to give you a minus sign. So xy b square. Okay, so this. Now, which terms to group? See, if I group these two, I'll get back this, right? So I'll not group the first and the second. Okay, I have the option of grouping the first and the third, or first and the fourth. Okay, so what I do is, let us group first and the third. Let us group these two together. And let us group second and the fourth. So I have abx square minus xy a square. And I take second and the fourth together. aby square minus xy b square. Now, if let's see whether I have some common factors. Is there anything common between this and this? Yes, I can see a is common there, right? What else? I can see x is common, right? I don't see anything else common. So ax from these two I can take out. Now from this abx square, if I am taking out this a, and if I am taking out 1x from here, and this power will reduce by 1, right? So therefore, what am I going to get?
So bx.
Bx only. Minus, and here again, if I am taking out ax, this x I am removing, and 1 power I am removing from here. That means I'll be left with only ay plus. Now again, from these two, what can I take common? I have b here common, so I can take b. I also have a y common, so I can take out y, right? So now what am I left with? From this, if I'm taking out by, I'm left with this a here, and I'm left with a power of y here, ay, right? Minus, and from this, if I'm taking out a by, what am I left with? I'm left with a b, because I have a b square here. I'm taking out 1b from here, and what am I left with? Bx, right? So now can something be done? Now again, I'm getting something very interesting. Now if you see here, I have a plus bx here, and I have a minus bx here. I have a minus ay here, and I have a plus ay here. So what can I do? Bx minus ay I'll write as it is, the first one. Now I will try to express this in this manner. Okay, I will try to.
The sign.
Yes, what I'll do is this plus sign, I'll change to a minus sign. Okay, once I introduce this a minus sign, the signs inside the bracket here will change. That is, from minus bx, it will now become plus bx, and from plus ay, it will become minus ay. Okay, now these two are same, see? So now I can write this as, I can take out bx minus ay. So if from this entire term, if I'm taking out bx minus ay, what am I left with? I'm only left with this ax. And from this entire term, if I'm taking out this term, what am I left with? Minus by only. That's it. These two are the factors. Any questions on this problem?
No, sir.
Then we'll proceed to the next one, which is 9(2) here. Given expression here is ax plus by whole square plus bx minus ay whole square. Now see, there are two terms here, but nothing is common between the terms, and the power is also 2, right? So since I cannot do anything, what I'll do is here is I'll first expand by a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square formula. So this is a plus b whole square, so I get a square plus 2ab plus b square for the first one. For the second one, I have a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay. I simplify this. So I have a square x square plus 2abxy plus b square y square. And here I have b square x square minus 2abxy plus a square y square. Now I'll open the brackets. A square x square plus twice abxy plus b square y square plus b square x square minus twice abxy plus a square y square. So this plus minus, this is going to cancel. How many terms am I left with? I'm left with this term, this term, this term, and this term. Which two terms to group? Let us group these two together first, and let's try. But if I see these two, if I try to group these two together, I see that nothing is common between these two. Is there anything common between a square x square and b square y square? Nothing is common between them, right? So what I do is I skip these. So first and second I don't group. What I do, I now group? I group first and the third. I write them together because I see x square is in both of them, right? Also what I see is that this term and this term contains the common term y square. So I group them together. Right? So now from the first two, I can take out the HCF x square. Once I take out x square, what am I left with? A square plus, and I have left with a b square plus. Now from these two, I can take out a y square. I'm left with b square. I'm left with a square. Okay, so this is x square, b square plus a square can also be written as a square plus b square. Now I see that a square plus b square is here in both. So I take it out. If I take out a square plus b square, from this if I'm taking out, I'm only left with x square. And from this, but this plus sign is here, so plus sign. And from this, if I'm taking out a square plus b square, I'm only left with y square. So these two are the factors. Okay. Okay, so next one. Given expression x minus 1 minus x minus 1 whole square plus ax minus a. If you very carefully, if you look at this expression, you see an x minus 1 is here, right? I have x minus 1 here also. And from these two terms, what you see, what is common between them? A is common between them. And if I take out an a from here, what will I be left with? X minus 1. So what I see is that only if I take a common here, I'll get x minus 1 here, here, and also here, right? So what I'll do is the first step is from the last two terms, I'll take out a common. I have First, I'll introduce a bracket here. X minus 1, I'll put it in the bracket, the first two terms, minus x minus 1 whole square, right, as it is, plus, and from these two, I take out a. I'm left with x minus 1, right? Now see, I have x minus 1 throughout. So I'll take out, what is the lower power of x minus 1? 1 is the lower power, right? So I take out x minus 1. Now, once I take out x minus 1, what am I left with? From this entire term, I'm taking out x minus 1. So I'm only left with a 1. So I'll write a 1. Now, from this has a power 2. From this power 2, I'm taking out 1x minus 1. That means I'm left with 2 minus 1, isn't it? The power is 1. Plus, and from this entire, if I'm taking out this entire x minus 1, I'm only left with a plus. So you have x minus 1 into 1 minus x minus 1 plus a, which is equal to x minus 1. Now you open the bracket within the curly bracket, get 1 minus x. When you open this bracket, this sign changes to plus 1 plus a. So what are the factors you're getting? You're getting x minus 1 as one factor. The other factor is 1 plus 1 becomes 2 plus a minus x. So these are the two factors. Clear? We'll do the last one now from grouping, and tomorrow I'll start difference of squares. If you have any other problem from any other question from any other question in the textbook, you can ask. Okay. And difference of squares, I'll also send you the notes. And now remember, in difference of squares, I've solved all the problems from the exercise. All the problems from the exercise have been solved. But I will not solve all the problems in your live classes. There are some selected important problems that I'm going to solve. And I recommend that you focus on those problems mostly. And other problems, if you are not able to understand, then I'll explain. So here the given expression is ax square minus bx square plus ay square minus by square plus az square minus bz square. Try grouping the first two. Can be done because I see x square is in both, right? So I'll group them together. And I'll take x square common from these two. If I take x square common from these two, what am I left with? A minus b only. Now, these two. From these two, I see a y square common. So I take a plus y square out. What am I left with? Again, an a minus b. Again, from these two, I take a z square common. What am I left with? A minus b, right? Now, a minus b I can take common from all three because I have a minus b here, a minus b here, a minus b here. I take them out. All are to the power of 1. All the powers are 1. Okay. And if I take out a minus b, what am I left with? If I'm taking out a minus b from this one, I'm left with only x square. Again, a minus b from this, I'm left with a plus y square. Again, a minus b from this, I'm left with a z square. So what are the factors? A minus b and x square plus y square plus z square. That's it. Okay, so I'll stop here for today.